All right, so I just noticed at the conclusion of the last video talking about running back Tajay Spears, I said the round four pick. The Tennessee Titans did not have a round four selection. They traded that way in the Julio Jones trade. Um, so yeah, so they didn't have a fourth round. This is the fifth round selection. Josh Whyle, tight end out of Cincinnati. Um, the good, the bad, the indifferent. The good about Josh Whyle is he can catch, right? He didn't have that many drops. He had decent production based off his target amount. And the guy just catches. So if the Titans want to scheme him up, get him open, he's going to catch the ball. He runs about a 4.69, 4.7 40. He has a prototypical tight end size right now. He is planning on gaining a little bit of weight so that he can bang down and be more of an inline wide tight end. That will help the Tennessee Titans tremendously. But he has he has all the measurables. He looks the part for sure. The bad I would say is the physicality. There's a physical element to him, but I wouldn't say that he's just a mauler in the run game or just one of those guys. He did start off as a wide receiver, so he's a wide receiver to tight end convert, which most tight ends are at some point. And he had to fluctuate his weight. Like for instance, over the last year, he's gained like you know 10, 15 pounds just to put on a little bit more weight for his role at Cincinnati. But at the same time, he's been able to move well with that weight, and then I think that he can obviously add more and be a little bit more physical of a player. But if you want to keep it simple, the Titans, I've heard type people in their office say people who can get open and catch the ball. That's what he can do. Now the agility, I'm not a fan of. I don't know how the routes. I'm not sure how many routes the Titans are going to be giving him to where he has to actually use some English on his route running. He's not like a Travis Kelsey in that regard, where Kelsey really gets in his bag with his route running, but he's a guy that gets open, catches the ball. There are some things that I want to try to guess character and football character and things like that, but I will have to say like some of the personality types that the Tennessee Titans got, it's more of a I guess a passive personality. He is more of a go along with the flow, kind of happy to be here guy, but that's fine. As long as he can produce and the Titans have a plan, that's awesome. But yeah, I think for me personally, I had him ranked a little lower than most on my tight end board because I think I've become to value at either you're going to be a super athlete at the tight end position, or you're going to have to provide a lot of special teams value, and especially you have to have that utility in the blocking game and H-back ability, which I think Wiley has. But there were some more prospects in this draft class that I think that kind of fit the traditional Titans tight end. But overall, there's a lot of teams that value Josh Wiley's skill set and his size. So I can understand like there's a mix and match. For example, to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about, Britton Strange, Braden Willis, these are guys, you can even throw in Elijah Higgins, which was more of a project wide receiver to tight end convert within this draft class, where it's guys that, are in the 6'3" range, 245, 250. Obviously, they don't have the height because you ideally want about a 6'5", 255 tight end, but they have the speed to separate from linebackers and safeties. They have the toughness to run block. They have the ability to be on coverage units and stuff like that in special teams. And it's natural to them, right? Now, a guy like Josh Wiley, can he play special teams? Sure. Does he have the pure speed and athleticism? No. So it's like you're getting a traditional size tight end, but you're not getting that premier H back ability. Do I think he can play it? Did he play it? Yes, but these guys like Brenton Strange, Braden Williams, Chig, Okonkwo, the Titans have that type of player on their roster now that when they get the ball in their hands, they run it like they're a running back, right? And I'm trending more towards that skill set when I'm looking at tight ends. You have to be a very special 6'5", 250-pound tight end for me to consider you. You have to be an athletic freak, or else you're just like a tight end that I could sign, on the streets right now. A guy that I really like that is a free agent is Michael Pruitt, a former Titan. So that I think offers the same skill set that Whyle might at this point, but obviously Wiley's younger. If I was to go really get into my bag and look at the free agent list, I probably could find a Josh Whyle. But at the same time, congratulations to him. That is an awesome accomplishment, fourth round pick out of Cincinnati. There's a lot of connections with the Titans. I think that Titans, if they have a plan, could be a very solid pick because, like I said, he doesn't drop many passes, and he's athletic in terms of going up and getting it. Um, just doesn't have the wiggle, but it is what it is. Solid pick, and I will see you on the next one.